Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm here with this topic of algae, and in this presentation I will discuss about the general characters of algae and its ecological distribution, means the diverse habitat and that is shown by algae. So in this presentation we will try to learn the fascinating world of algae. Let's dive in. So the branch of science that deals with the study of algae is known as phycology. इसे कहते हैं phycology और phyco जो वर्ड होता है इन ग्रीक इट मीन्स seaweeds. So this is also known as algology, and this group includes the most primitive or lowly evolved plants with simple thalloid plant body. इसमें जो plant body होती है that is thalloid, means that is not differentiated into true root, stem or leaf. इसमें differentiation नहीं होती है true root, stem और leaf में, and they are autotrophic mostly and oxygen evolving chlorophyll bearing green plants. Out of total O2 production, जो total oxygen production होती है through green plants, जो green plant oxygen produce करते हैं, so approximately 70 to 90% oxygen is produced by these small plants which are commonly known as algae. And this group possesses plants with unicellular, sometimes multicellular sex organs which are not enclosed by the sterile jacket, जो कि jacketed नहीं होते, means they are not covered by jacket. So ये plants बहुत ही simple plants हैं, and they're most primitive plants. So algae include prokaryotic organisms also, जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं cyanobacteria, और इन्हें कहा जाता है blue green algae, और इसमें आते हैं eukaryotic organism भी, all other algal species. So it includes diverse group of relatively simple chlorophyll containing photoautotrophic and oxygen evolving aquatic thalloid organism. And in cyanobacteria they possesses this exceptional part of organelle जिसमें thylakoid present होते हैं. Otherwise they lack the organelles, but they contain some simple thylakoids, and they also contain one other pigment containing substance that is called phycobilisomes that helps in carry out the reaction of photosynthesis. If we talk about the term algae, so this was first used by Carolus Linnaeus. He was the first person to use this term algae. इन्होंने algae term use किया था in 1753. He was a father of taxonomy also. And most of them are autotrophic. Autotrophic means they can synthesize their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but some are mixotrophic and mesotrophic. Mesotrophic means ऐसे organisms जिनके पास कुछ special sucking structures होते हैं जिससे वो अपना food को absorb करते हैं. और जो study of algae है उसे कहा जाता है phycology. Phyco का मतलब ग्रीक में होता है seaweeds, और logos means discourse or study, और इसको कहा जाता है algology भी. If we talk about the father of algology, so F.E. Frisch is considered as father of algology throughout the world. If we talk about the father of Indian modern algology, or father of Indian algology, so the credit goes to the person M.O.P. Iyengar. M.O.P. Iyengar, and M.O.P. stands for Mandayam Osuri Parthasarthi Iyengar. He is regarded as the father of Indian algology or phycology. He discovered one terrestrial alga. Terrestrial alga means जो soil surface पे grow करता है, named as Fristiella tuberosa. So this is an algal form that was discovered by M.O.P. Iyengar. And this is the photograph of this algae, Fristiella tuberosa. Next comes ecology and distribution. Mostly algal species are aquatic in nature, means they are mostly found in water, but they show some exceptional species which are found in other tough, diverse range of habitats. तो और भी जगह पाई जाती है ये algae. So mostly aquatic, but also present in almost every available ecological habitats on the earth's surface. So these are ubiquitous in nature. On the basis of their habitat, we can classify the algae into different groups. First one, aquatic algae, then comes terrestrial algae, means which is found on the soil surface or rock surface. Then parasitic algae. Then we have symbiotic algae, and finally comes algae with some special habitat. So we will discuss one by one these groups of algae. Firstly comes aquatic algae, as the name indicates. So these algal species are found in water. It may be the fresh water, or it may be the marine water or salt water. So most of the algae are aquatic and found in fresh water. Like we have freshwater bodies, lakes, ponds, rivers, ditches, tanks, streams. और we have second group of algae जो पाई जाती हैं sea water में, that is the marine environment. So we can classify aquatic algae into two groups. One is the algae found in fresh water, and other is which is found in the marine water. Then there are some algae which are found in the bottom of water body. जो bottom dwelling organisms होते हैं commonly, means plants as well as animals which are bottom dwelling, उन्हें कहा जाता है benthos, while only the plants which are found in the bottom of a water body, these are known as benthophytes. So algae which is found in the bottom of the water body is are known as benthophytes. So these are bottom dwelling plants, and these may be present on the surface of water bodies. Mostly जो algae होती है, algal species हैं, they are found on the surface of water bodies, and they cannot move. They have insufficient power of locomotion, and they move on the mercy of water current, and these are termed as phytoplanktons. तो ऐसे जो algal species हैं उन्हें कहते हैं phytoplanktons. Like we have dinoflagellates, then diatoms हैं, some unicellular algae, green algae है. So then next comes phytoplanktons. So phytoplanktons are the algal species which are also known as euplanktons, whose power of locomotion is insufficient. Means they don't have their own power of locomotion and move on the mercy of water current and grow on the surface of water body. Like we have algal species, like we have algae, Chlamydomonas, Osmerium, Sanidesmus. So these are the algal genus which are found in the surface of water. So if they are free floating from the beginning, they are termed as tychoplanktons. इन्हें tychoplanktons कहते हैं. For example, we have Cladophora, Udogonium, and Zygnema. Sometimes planktonic algae show extensive growth. If water is rich in nutrients, तो जो water body का surface होता है, that is covered by the excessive growth of algae, and that impart the greenish color to the water. और इस condition को हम कहते हैं water bloom. So that condition is termed as water bloom. इसे कहते हैं water bloom. So this is known as water bloom or algal bloom. And the algae which is mostly responsible for this algal bloom are Chlamydomonas, Chlorella, Sanidesmus, and Microcystis. There is one algae termed as Trichodesmium erythraeum. Erythro means red. This is a blue-green algae that causes the redness of Red Sea. So due to its luxuriant growth, ये excessively grow करती है Trichodesmium erythraeum, that imparts red color of the Red Sea. So this is the picture showing algal bloom. Here we can see the water body is covered by these algal genus, and they show the luxuriant growth because the water is rich in nutrients. So that condition is known as water bloom or algal bloom. And it can cause hypoxic condition to the aquatic animals. जो aquatic animals हैं उनके लिए hypoxic conditions create होती हैं जिससे उनकी death हो सकती है. So we have some algal members like Sanidesmus, Microcystis, then Oscillatoria, Crucoquus, Navicula. So these are responsible for the water bloom. Next comes freshwater forms. It includes a number of algal members. So freshwater forms such as we have Volvox, which is a colonial green algae, then Hydrodictyon, Chlamydomonas. These algae prefers to grow in stagnant water. जो पानी stagnant होता है, रुका हुआ होता है, like we have water in lake, pond or tanks, तो उस water में ये algae prefer करती है grow करना. They are freshwater algae. Then we have algal members like Cladophora, Udogonium, Eulothrix. They prefer to grow in slow running water. ये slow running water में grow करना prefer करते हैं. And we use different terms for that. Algae which grow in running water उसे कहते हैं lotic algae. So we can remember it from motion. In motion there comes O. So in lotic there is again LO. So this we can remember by this. So algae which is found in running water is called as lotic algae, while the algae which is found in stagnant water is named as or termed as lentic algae. We have some giant algal groups, algal members, जिन्हें mostly जो belong करते हैं brown algae ग्रुप को, that is Phaeophyceae, brown algae, उन्हें हम कहते हैं kelps. So they are termed as kelps. They are giant brown algae जिसकी length हो सकती है more than 70 meters. So we have the largest algae, that is Macrocystis pyrifera, which is the largest algae, and it can reach up to 70 meter of its length. We have the smallest algae, that is Microcystis, which is a blue-green algae. So this is the smallest algae. So these are giant brown algae which are termed as kelps. Next we have aquatic forms. So firstly, some examples of freshwater planktonic algae that include chlorella, Chlamydomonas, Sanidesmus, Volvox, Euderina, Microcystis, and Oscillatoria. The next we have freshwater benthic algae, which is found in the bottom of water bodies. So it includes Cara, Cladophora, then Bodanella, Plurocladia. These Bodanella and Plurocladia are the member of brown algae, and with exceptional habitat, they are found in freshwater. ये जो दो brown algae है, ये freshwater में पाई जाती है. Then we have one red algae, that is Batrachospermum, which is commonly known as frog spawn alga. It is a member of Rhodophyceae, which is a red algae, and again this form of red algae is found in freshwater. So there are some exceptions. The next comes marine planktonic algae. It means they are found on the surface of seawater, like include species of Chlamydomonas, Cyclotella, and Trichodesmium, which causes the Red Sea. Then we have marine benthic algae, which is found at the bottom of saltwater bodies. It includes Acetabularia. Acetabularia is the largest plant cell. Then we have Caulerpa and Alva. Is a member of Chlorophyceae, green algae का member है ये. Then we have Ectocarpus, Fucus laminaria sargassum. These are member of brown algae, Phaeophyceae. Then we have Chondrus, Galladium, Polysiphonia, and Porphyra, and these are the member of Rhodophyceae, which means they are red algae. So these are found at the bottom of marine water bodies. Next we have terrestrial algae or edapophytes. Edapophytes means algae which grow on the soil surface or under the soil surface. So grows on or inside the moist soil. जो ज़मीन के ऊपर या फिर ज़मीन के नीचे ग्रो करता है, इसमें एग्जांपल आता है Vaucheria and Botridium. So these are the two most common algal members which are found on the surface of soil. So it also includes Orogonium and Fristiella. So these grows on the surface of soil, and these are known as saprophytes भी बोलते हैं और saprophyte भी बोलते हैं. A few species like we have Anabena, nostoc, which are blue-green algae. They grow inside the soil surface. ये ज़मीन के नीचे grow करते हैं, and these are hidden. So that's why they are known as cryptophytes. Crypto means cryptos word means cryptos means hidden. Phytes means plant. So they are not visible because they grow under the soil surface. So these are known as cryptophytes. Some algal members are parasitic in nature. So they grow on some plant and cause plant diseases. For example, we have the most common example, that is Cephalurose virescens. So this genus which causes a disease in the tea leaves, that is known as the red rust of tea leaf. So it grows on the surface of tea leaves, और उसमें एक disease cause करता है जिसका नाम है red rust of tea leaves. So this is the photograph which shows the symptoms of this rust, that is red rust of tea leaf. Then we have another example of red algae, that is Polysiphonia fastigata. So it is again a red algae which grows on the brown alga that is named as Ascophyllum nodosum. So it's a parasitic on this brown alga, that is Ascophyllum nodosum. This is the brown algae, that is Ascophyllum nodosum. So ये जो Polysiphonia fastigata ये इसके ऊपर grow करता है. Next we have algal members which show some symbiotic associations with other group of plants. So it shows association with different groups, like we have algae that shows association with algae. There is one algae named as Rhizosolenia. So this is the Rhizosolenia that form the association with algae calothrix. ये association show करता है calothrix के साथ. Then we have the next group. This is the photograph showing calothrix. Next we have algae which shows association with fungi. So this is the most common association जिसे हम lichens कहते हैं. So lichen is association or symbiotic association of fungi and algae, जिससे एक नया ग्रुप बनता है, that is called lichens या lichens. So the most common alga, which is a green algae that is found in association with lichens or fungus, that is Treboxia. It is a green algae, and the algal member of lichen is known as photobiont. जो लाइकन में एल्गल मेंबर होता है उसे फोटोबायोंट कहते हैं, क्योंकि ये पार्टिसिपेट करता है फोटोसिंथेसिस में, जिसे पहले फाइकोबायोंट भी कहा जाता था. जबकि जो फंगल मेंबर है लाइकन में उसे कहा जाता है माइकोबायोंट, दैट इज टर्म्ड एज माइकोबायोंट. And there are some other green algae which is also found in association with fungus to form lichen, that is Cocomixa and Trentifolia. So this is the Treboxia. There are some BGAs which are found in association with fungus to form lichen, like we have Nostoc, then Cytonema, Stegonema and Gleocapsa. ये जो BGA के members हैं ये भी lichens को बनाने में help करते हैं. They show association with fungal member to form the new group of organism that is termed as lichens. The next comes algae which shows association with bryophytes. So nostoc, that is a BGA, blue-green algae that lives in the mucilage-filled chambers of one hornwort named as enthusiast. तो ये enthusiast जिन्हें commonly hornwort कहा जाता है और notothyllus सेम इसी के मेंबर हैं ये. इनके थैलस में पाया जाता है ये blue-green algae जो कि नाइट्रोजन फिक्सेशन में हेल्प करता है. So these are found in mucilaginous chambers of enthusiast and notothyllus. This is the picture showing notothyllus. The next algae which shows association with peridophytes. So we have this Anavena, that is a BGA, blue-green algae. ये पाया जाता है smallest pteridophyte जिसे water fern भी कहा था Azolla, which is a powerful nitrogen fixer in pediphiles. तो जो ये Anavena, it is found in the thallus of Azolla, और इसको this is the photograph which shows Azolla. This is also known as water fern. जिसको यूज़ किया जाता है as a biofertilizer in pedifields. Then we have algae that shows association with gymnosperm. This nostoc and Anavena, again BGA, they live in association in the coralloid roots of Cycas. So Cycas is a gymnosperm. इसकी जो roots होती हैं, these are some nodulated roots. इन roots के अंदर पाया जाता है Anavena और nostoc, and they helps in nitrogen fixation. So they show a symbiotic association with gymnosperms also. Then finally comes angiosperms. Again, जो nostoc है, it inhabits the papillose outgrowth of Gonera. Gonera एक plant है जिसके बहुत बड़े बड़े leaves होते हैं. This is the photograph which shows Gonera plant. So near the base of their leaves, they show some papillose growths जिसमें ये nostoc inhabit करता है, and again helps in nitrogen fixation in this plant. Next comes special habitats of algae. So some algae are thermal algae, which means they are found at very high temperature. So mostly in the hot water springs. So grow in hot water springs जहाँ पे टेम्परेचर रेंज होती है 65 से 85 डिग्री सेल्सियस तक. इसमें कुछ BGA के मेंबर्स ही सर्वाइव करते हैं, लाइक वी हैव Mastiocladus, Formedium, Oscillatoria brevis. तो ये कुछ मेंबर्स पाए जाते हैं इन हॉट वाटर स्प्रिंग्स में. नेक्स्ट वी हैव एल्गी termed as cryophytes. इट मीन्स ये जो एल्गी होती है ये ग्रो करती है पोलर रीजन में, स्नो के ऊपर और आइस के ऊपर. सो इसे कहते हैं क्रायोफाइट. देयर इज वन एल्गी नेम्ड एज Chlamydomonas nivalis जो कॉज करती है रेड स्नो इन पोलर रीजन. देन देयर आर सम अदर algal members which are found in the snowbound regions like Scotiella, and in BGAs it includes the nostoc. There is one algae named as Haematococcus nivalis जो कॉज करती है रेड स्नोबॉल in alpine region. Then there is one algae named as Encyclonema nordens keoloidi. So it also imparts brown color of the snow. Under special habitats we have the third category that is termed as epiphyte. Epi means upon. Phyte means plant. ऐसे algae जो दूसरे plant के ऊपर grow करती है, that is termed as epiphyte. So we can see here these are some orchids which are growing on the bark of a tree. So this is just for the sake of understanding. तो ऐसे plants को हम epiphyte बोलते हैं. But we are talking about algae. So algae growing on the surface of plant parts. For example, we have species of Oedogonium and Ulothrix. So Oedogonium, this is the photograph showing Oedogonium. Oedos means swollen. Gonium is female structure. So इसमें swollen female structure present होता है. Reproductive structure present होता है. That is called Oedogonium. Then we have Ulothrix. That is again filamentous algae ही होती है. Next we have Coleochaete nitellarum. ये भी grow करता है algae के ऊपर. That is Nitella and Cara और Chara. इनके ऊपर grow करता है ये. So this is the Coleochaete nitellarum. ये grow करता है Nitella और Cara के ऊपर. This is the photograph showing Cara. Next we have Trentifolia and Rhodochytrium. Trentifolia and Rhodochytrium. ये ग्रो करते हैं ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ एंजियोस्पर्म लीव्स. और ऐसे एल्गी जो ग्रो करती है एंजियोस्पर्म की लीफ के ऊपर उन्हें कहा जाता है एपीफिलोफाइट्स. एपी मीन्स अपॉन, फिल मीन्स लीव्स, फाइट्स मीन्स प्लांट. सो ऐसे प्लांट्स, ऐसी एल्गी जो ग्रो करती है लीफ के सरफेसिस के ऊपर. सो दिस इज द ट्रेंटिफोलिया, फोटोग्राफ ऑफ ट्रेंटिफोलिया. इट्स अ ग्रीन एल्गी. ये ग्रीन एल्गी है बट इट इज लुकिंग somewhat brownish, but this is basically green algae. Then some algae such as we have Pleurococcus species that grows on the bark of a tree. So that is termed as epiphyllophytes. So ऐसी algae जो bark के ऊपर grow करती है, that is termed as epiphyllophyte. Next comes the next category under special habitat, that is endophytic algae. Endo means inside, phytic means plant. ऐसी algae जो plant body के अंदर पाई जाती है. So algae which grows within the tissue of other plant, like we have nostoc that I have already discussed, and that lives in the thallus of enthusiast. Then we have epizoic algae. Epi means upon, zoic means zoo means animal. So algae जो grow करती है animal के surface के ऊपर. So we can see here the reddish color algae which grows on the shell of turtle. So which grows on the surface of other animals, like we have cladophron snails. जो क्लेरोफोरा है वो स्नेल के शेल के ऊपर पड़ती है. Then we have Cyanoderma and Trichophilus. Cyanoderma is a red algae while Trichophilus is a green algae that grows on the scales and hairs of sloth. तो ये जो sloth है इसके hairs में और इसके scales में ये grow करती है. This is termed as epizoic algae. Next we have endozoic algae. So this is the algae which grows inside the tissue of animal. So growing inside animals, for example, we have Chlorella, which is a green algae that grows in the tissue of Hydra and sponges. तो hydra और sponges के अंदर पाया जाता है, that is termed as zoochlorella. Then we have lithophilic algae. Litho means rock, so algae which grows on the rock surface, like we have Polysiphonia and Ectocarpus. Then we have some other algae, algae like Dinelliella. Then we have Chlamydomonas, Cherenbergi. These algae grows in the water with high salt concentration. जहाँ पे salt concentration बहुत ज़्यादा होती है वहाँ पे कर दिया, it is termed as halophilic algae. Then we have this Frischella. So it grows on acidic soil also, while this Oscillatoria nostoc that can grow in alkaline soil. So they can grow in diverse habitats. So this is the ecological distribution of algae. So this was all about for our today's discussion about the general characters of algae and its ecological distribution. I hope that you will get some idea from this presentation. If you have any questions, queries and any suggestions, give it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Have a great time.